All right, guys, we've been doing a lot of coverage on Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, lately on this channel. The movie comes out this Thursday. Today is Sunday. So we're only 4 days away from this movie opening worldwide. And a lot of what we've been hearing about the movie doesn't really make me excited at all to see this movie whatsoever. The leaks have been bad. Everything about the movie we've heard about it has really been bad. But however, even in a bad movie, you can actually find some good elements. And so I want to do a bit of a twist here and kind of talk a little bit about some of the positive things that we can actually see in this movie. Now, this doesn't mean that this movie will be good whatsoever. I'm not anticipating that this movie will be good. But however, I am fair. I'm hard, but I am fair. I did want to highlight some of the possible good things about this movie we could see. Now, like I said again, it will not make the movie good. I highly doubt that this will be a good movie. A lot of the leaks that we have seen and talked about have pretty much been confirmed. But with that being said, let's kind of jump into 4 things that could be good in this movie. Number 1, the visual effects. The visual effects. Now, looking at the trailer and everything like that, everything visually looks stunning. It looks really good. So J.J. Abrams, it looks like he's done a pretty good job on the visual effects. We saw the planet of Exegol. We've seen Pisana. I think we've even seen Endor. I don't think they've actually confirmed that yet, but it all looks pretty good. Now, I don't know about the flying stormtroopers. I mean, it kind of looks a bit silly to me, but it's not a surprise that they're flying. So in the trailer, when they say they fly now, I mean, where have you been? This happens in Star Wars. So it really does look really good overall. Kylo Ren and Rey fighting on the remnants of the Death Star looks really good. Now, the lightsaber battle, we'll have to see about that. And trust me, lightsaber battles are not on my list. The sequel trilogy so far has had the worst lightsaber battles. So I expect that to pretty much continue in this movie. Number 2, the opening scene. Now you may say, John, how do you know what the opening scene is? Well, pretty much because Lucasfilm and Disney, they've already shown us the opening scene, at least part of it already. Now the leak is that Kylo Ren was going to be on his TIE fighter and he was going to Exegol. We saw that in the last trailer TV spot. I'm getting confused because they've thrown so many of them out there. It's when he lands on the planet, he ignites his lightsaber, you hear the Emperor's theme playing, and he's walking to meet Palpatine. And you hear that Emperor's theme, and I'm like, wow. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do with Palpatine in that scene, even though we know some of the leaks, and we're not going to really kind of jump into that because we're not really talking spoilers too much in this video right now. And everything about that trailer spot right there, I was like, that looks really good. It sounds really good. The music is good. You're going to hear Palpatine. That's going to be very interesting. That may be actually the best scene in the movie, to tell you the truth. And then from there, it'll pretty much be going downhill. Number 3, it ties into number 2. Ian McDiarmid, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, whatever you want to call him, Ian McDiarmid is Palpatine. I expect him to be the highlight of this movie, no matter how much screen time he has. Rumor is he only has like 12 minutes of screen time, but I expect him to deliver in all 12 minutes. He is a tremendous actor. He was actually born to play Palpatine on screen. And I expect him, when he's in his scene, he's going to take over. He's going to make you feel like it's the OT or the prequels. Now, I still don't believe that this movie is necessarily going to tie into all 8 movies or 9 movies, whatever you want to call it, together. I don't think it's going to unify everything. I actually think it's going to destroy everything. But I do think that Ian McDiarmid's performance is going to be a major highlight in this movie. He's a tremendous actor. I'm curious to see what Palpatine is going to look like. And the word is that he's going to be quite different from what we've seen in the OT and the prequels. But Ian McDermott, no doubt about it, he's going to be a major, major highlight of this movie. I only wish that he had more screen time, because I think more screen time, whether you're on board with Palpatine coming back or not, I know there's a bit problem with him coming back, and I completely agree with that. But having Ian McDermott back on screen, it gives you the feels. It gets you back in the Star Wars mood a little bit. Not necessarily for this movie, but just for his performance. Finally, number 4, last but not least, and this actually may be the best part of episode 9, the John Williams score. One thing that has been pretty consistent through all of the Star Wars movies is that John Williams is the composer on all of the movies, all of the saga movies. I expect we're going to get some new themes. I think we're going to get some memorable themes in addition to renditions of tracks from the old movies. Now, we've already heard Duel of the Fates in the trailers. We've also heard the Emperor's theme, which is my favorite. I love that theme because the Emperor is my favorite character. We may also hear episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Across the Stars. We probably hear something like that. John Williams' brother months ago said that you kind of have to be on the lookout for these minute themes that are going to show up. So probably something like Yoda's theme, maybe, or something like that. John Williams is going to deliver the goods as far as the music goes. He is the greatest film composer of all time. I don't even think is a debate. Not even a debate. I know there's all kind of great movie composers, your Hans Zimmer's, James Horner's, those guys. John Williams is the best. He is the last hope for Star Wars. And this is actually his curtain call from the franchise. He's not going to be composing any more Star Wars movies after this. So I expect him to bring the goods in this movie. Well, that's what I have, guys. That is my 4 reasons. Well, actually, not necessarily my 4 reasons, but these are going to be some of the highlights. These are my 4 highlights of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. These are 4 things that will be good in this movie. So what do you guys think of this? Do you agree with my 4 reasons? Visual effects, the opening scene, Ian McDermott, John Williams score. Guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.